After an application user has identified themselves via some sort of credential, email address, username, in conjunction with a password, fingerprint, or PIN, authentication is the process of retaining some sort of identifier so that when the person goes on to the next page, the users don't have to provide their credentials yet again. Think of it as paying for your fast pass at the amusement park and receiving in return a wristband. Each time you go to a new ride, you don't need to reestablish with them that you have a fast pass. You can just flash your wrist and get first in line. Applications are built so that some information is available to anyone, while others is displayed only to authenticated users. For example, your banking app has the same links that are seen by everyone for accounts transfers, documents, and bill pay. But when you click the Accounts link, since you have verified yourself to the app, it will list only your accounts and their balances. Authentication is the process by which the application determines which information to display. There are currently 3 different approaches to authentication. 1, session IDs or cookies. 2, system-based tokens. And 3, the open authorization or OAuth tokens. Since session IDs and cookies are somewhat dated, we will not be discussing them in this course. If you encounter them at your workplace, you'll have to brush up on them yourself. Also, we will take up OAuth at a later time. For right now, we'll be concentrating on system-based tokens. The first part of authentication is to validate the user's credentials. If the user is just now signing up, all that gets validated is that the username or email does not already exist in the database. If this test is passed, the credentials are stored in the database with the password encrypted so that it's not humanly readable. If the user is logging in at a subsequent time, the username/email is first looked up, and then the password supplied by the user is encrypted and compared to the stored encrypted password. In both cases, if no error is returned, the server returns a JSON Web Token, or JWT. This is much more than just a random string of characters. It's comprised of a header that identifies the token type and algorithm, a payload consisting of various parts that may include the token issuer, expiration, or other information, and a signature that verifies that the token has not changed in transmission. When the user's computer gets this token back, it's saved, either in session storage or local storage, for easy access by the client app. Then, each time a subsequent HTTP request is made by the client, this token is sent back to the server. The server will validate the authenticity of the token. If it is not valid or is expired, the server will send back only an error message. Otherwise, the user's computer will receive the content based on the permissions dictated by the token.